Rising crime rates and the growing homeless encampments, two of the big issues facing Denver city leaders right now. And tonight, in his very first sit-down TV interview, the mayor's appointee to manage public safety addresses these two pressing issues. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski interviewed Armando Saldate and found there are no easy fixes for either issue.
I was drawn to the job because I could help.
His canvas will be the city of Denver.
I understand the magnitude of this job, the responsibilities of this job.
When Mayor Michael Hancock nominated Saldate to oversee the city's police, fire, and sheriff's department, the nomination came with a city challenged by a rising rate of crime and a growing number of homeless encampments.
My number one priority right now, and it's pretty clear, it's a number one priority across this country, is crime. The disorder that the pandemic brought us all, the trauma that we all faced.
Like all of us, the mayor's nominee has witnessed the tensions, the civil unrest, and the calls for equity.
We had the civil unrest, rioting. It caused a lot of folks, particularly a man of color that's in law enforcement, it caused me to reflect on what is our priorities, how do we administer criminal justice without producing disparities in the application of criminal justice on our communities of color.
Saldate says the city's growing homeless population must also be a top priority.
I've been at a number of encampments. I've been involved in engagements.
Get your hands off!
I've heard from folks on all sides of the issue. From the folks that don't want the sweeps to take place, that don't want any enforcement or any police involvement.
I see tents!
Over here, people are fed up.
Well, it makes me very sad to think that somebody has to live in a situation like that.
They're fed up with the encampment that's outside of their home. They're fed up with human waste. They're fed up with walking across needles. And they're calling for enforcement.
I think it's time to enforce what's on the books to keep everybody safe.
By the time police get involved, typically that's when it's too late. When we're making an arrest, that's really not where we need to be making that intervention. It should be earlier when we're dealing with the public health issue.
Now, Saldate has a resume that includes several decades of law enforcement experience in multiple cities. His nomination now must be approved by Denver's City Council. Shannon?